guys, so today we're going to be talking about this manga that I picked up recently. Like by recently, I mean I literally got it in the mail yesterday, and it's called I Think Our Son Is Gay by OKURA, and I am so excited to talk about this. I wanted to just talk about it because there isn't very many videos on this because it's brand new. It came out on May 11th, and I got it in the mail yesterday, and I read it all in one sitting. I think this is honestly a really good, like, in between manga because the story is very lighthearted and cute and things like that, and yeah, I'm gonna get into it. A lot of this manga is we are seeing this all go through the mom's eyes. She has a son and she thinks he might be gay, and the reason she thinks that he's gay is because he'll do things like accidentally say, when I get a boyfriend one day, or like slip that like he really likes this guy, or like will buy a magazine with muscular men that are geared towards women and things like that. And so it's very obvious that even though he's closeted, at least he thinks he's closeted, it is very obvious for everyone else to see. And the mom loves him regardless. She doesn't care who she pronouns are hard. Sometimes I get pronouns mixed up. When she doesn't care who he loves or anything, he just like loves him and is just kind of waiting for him to come out to her, but isn't pressuring him at all. And it's pretty much everyone except for the dad knows that he is gay or is attracted to men. And so this was really cute. I know that this has 3 volumes out right now in Japan and only 1 out right now in America, but I think that this is such a cute story, especially because we're going through this, like, things are changing in the world, you know what I mean? And especially in places like Japan where things are conservative and things take more time to change, I think that a manga like this is really beneficial because it's like, I mean, not all parents, but some parents will accept you and love you regardless. It doesn't matter who you love, it's just that you love them. I will say though, like, if you were looking, this feels like a collection of more short stories than it is a full. If you ever read like Nakatoro-san, Don't Toy With Me, Nakatoro-san, the format's kind of like that, except it's in a shorter format. It sounds dumb, but if you get it, you get it. It's only 6 pages long, so we do have stories, but they're not like super long stories. It's pretty much, oh, he came home from school, this happened, blah blah blah, oh, day off, this happened. So they're not really long stories, and so you can literally just read like maybe a chapter or 2 here or there. I think that's why it's really good for if you're just picking it up in between manga, or if you're just reading something too intense and you're like, I want something lighthearted. This is great. So like I'm happy to have also I feel so early to this because like this is the first what is it? Not first pressing. That's for vinyls, but I also love vinyls. It's a first edition, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited to read more of these. So yeah. I think something I really like about this is an LGBTQ plus manga, and it's an LGBTQ plus story, but it isn't boys love or yuri. And so I think my problem with a lot of Japanese LGBTQ things, because I've read LGBTQ things, but it's not really good representation of LGBTQ. If you guys are wondering, I am the B and all that, and so, or sometimes P, sometimes a P, but I just say I'm a B. If you know, you know. But yeah, like a lot of when they do talk about the gays, it seems very like pandering, which I mean some people may say this is pandering, but I think it's just genuinely cute. I just genuinely like it. Or it is fetishizing, and there's a lot of fetishizing in Japanese manga when it comes to like, because it's definitely like a lot of these things are geared towards, like, boys love is definitely geared towards women and yuri, women and men, but like straight women and men, and you can tell that the stories aren't set up really for gay people. I mean, the gays can still enjoy it, but it's not written for the gays. They're not the demographic. If a gay reads this story, it's great, but it's not like anyone is like, this is exactly what I want, this is my boy, you know? So it's like this, like, we're still, especially with Japan's old school and conservative, we're still like, and there are a lot of gay people. It's not like there's not a lot of gay people, but I'm assuming that there is also people who are like, you better be straight and things like that. Also, we don't meet the dad very much in this book because he has his own apartment or something. It's like, it's kind of confusing. Like, I wish that they would go more in detail, but because the chapters are really short, we don't really know. But basically, he is away all the time for work, and so it seems like he has his own apartment closer to his job and stuff like that. which is pretty common in Asia. Like Chinese and Japanese people do that, especially if it's more, you can get more money from commuting, or that more money than just commuting, because you can go a little bit further and stuff like that. But he doesn't even know he is gay, like, at all. Like, he's like, oh, when are you gonna get a girlfriend? When are you gonna be into romance? And it's just kind of like, it's I think they're saying this up. I don't know how, because here's the thing about Japanese, like, I don't know if, as a Japanese story, I don't know if it's gonna go this far, but I think that they're gearing it towards, like, he is a little homophobic. He want really, or, you know, like, because even the mom has, because she knows, obviously, and she was thought about telling the dad, and she also chickens out because she's not sure where he stands and stuff like that. I think that's a very interesting thing, and something that I think Japanese couples probably don't talk about, and that dynamic, because I think there's a lot to be said about the LGBTQ community in Japan, which I'm not a part of in Japan, because I've never, like, I've never been out in Japan, which sounds weird, but, like, I look like a cis woman, ergo I can walk through life as a cis woman. So, and I also have a fiance who's a male. So basically, you know, like, I don't really know how it is to be gay in Japan, but, like, I haven't heard, like, as bad things as America, to be honest. But will they push that envelope? Will they talk about things like homophobia and serious topics? I'm not sure yet, because as of right now, this is just a very light-hearted series. And like I said, I like it. I literally spit through this in, like, an hour. It's so easy to read. It's so cute. There's 3 volumes. I'm, like, really excited. The next volume, at least in the English version, is coming out in August. I was thinking about pre-ordering it, but I haven't yet. And also, this is a side note that has absolutely nothing to do with the actual review. But this manga is published by Square Enix, the company that does Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, and I just wasn't expecting that, and I thought that was, like, really fucking cool. So, and also, like, since this one is based through the eyes of the mom, I hope that we do see his perspective as we go further in the manga and stuff. That would be really cool. So far, I have a lot of hopes for I Think Our Son Is Gay. I think it's cute. I think it's the representation that we need, not that we want, but we need. But yeah, since it's so, like, I think that the problem with some people who think is that it's so short, like, each story is so short, even though we get 21 chapters, like, really, like, I know some people be like, well, technically, it just feels like 1,000 chapters. And, like, that's something too. Like, I feel like, although I read a lot of slice of life, or even, like, things where it's just, like, banter for a bit, I don't know, it just kind of feels like it feels like it makes this joke, or it makes this point for the time, and then it goes. Like, especially the first, like, half of volume, they kept explaining, and it makes sense because the way that, like, manga, like, so chapters like this end up typically being published in, like, manga magazines and stuff before it gets its own book. So it makes sense that they would explain each chapter about what this is about. But with the title about, like even the Japanese title is something like, I forgot the name of, like, the kid, and then I think my kid is gay. So, like, you would kind of understand where the, like, what it would be about, but it just seems like it's, like, just in case we don't know, it's like, I have a son and he might be gay, but I love him anyway. It just felt like that kept persisting for, like, half the book, and it's, like, every chapter, and it kind of got annoying because it's like, well, I know this already. Why are we discussing it for a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th time? But other than that, like I said, I don't know where this is going. I don't know if it's going to be amazing. I don't know if this is going to be, like, one of my number 1 ones. Maybe after 2-3 volumes, I just quit. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get, like, 1,000 volumes with this, or it's going to be only those 3 volumes. I feel like we're going to get more than 3, but I don't know. So, yeah, actually, a part of me does want to get the Japanese version of this, just to see if it has any furikana in it, like, how hard is it to read and things like that. But yeah, I just want to know if it's hard to read or anything. But, like, other than that, I'm along for the ride. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.